I'm no, I was saying right now, like if I do like a morning workout, I'm taking a full dropper full of GLP and I
Mhm.
could like run and breathe forever. I don't know what it is. I've noticed, no, I was sorry, like a huge difference in my running and my breathing when I do a full dropper full of GLP before the
Wow.
jog. And then I'll recover with a kinetic, oddly enough. But um it's I don't know. I just thought I'd share that, I guess. There's my win. My
Yeah.
win is I'm experiencing better times, running times, and feeling better.
Nice.
If you wanted to
That's
know.
awesome.
Okay, so take it away, my beautiful friend. It's all you.
Okay. Well, good morning. Good morning. It is so exciting to be here this morning. So before we dive in, and I know that Adrienne already kicked us off with her win. I'd love, love, love to start by hearing from all of you. So who would like to share a highlight? I know we have highlights, okay, from the week. It could be last week, could be yesterday, could be last night, whatever it is. But something that went well or a small win that you're proud of. Who would, oh, Kelly. Hi, Kelly.
Hi. So at one point, um, Greg and Lori said, be professional inviters. I took that to the heart and I have invited 85 people recently.
Wow.
Yeah, I got no yeses. I got only three nos.
That's good.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Kelly. You know what I realized, and I think, and I know that Adrienne said this, and I feel like it's constantly embedded in my brain that those no's are closest to the yeses, right, Adrienne?
Yes, I have muted myself. Sorry. Yeah, there's actually a whole book about it. It's called Go for No. And you invite
Oh,
yeah, that it's a really it's a sales book, but it talks about going for no and that it's a normal part of what we do is getting a no, which really means KNOW. I don't know enough information to say yes to you yet, so I'm just saying no for now. And so I never take a no as like a real true no because there's always
yes.
a layer behind it. There's always something
Yeah.
behind. Yeah.
I love that. And it's so true. I always tell people, no for now. Actually, I used to tell my kids all the time, no for now, but not forever. And
Yeah.
guess what? Everybody's season changes every 3 months.
Mhm.
I know I learned that from one of the huddles.
Yes.
And it's so true. It is so true. All
I,
right. Who else would like to share?
Hey, this is Cindy, and I have a quick
Hi,
share for,
Cindy.
hey, you guys. A lot of people are carrying products in their cars and in their purses. And one of the things, and it's been 100 out here, you guys. I have a insulated bag, and when I know I'm going to have my products in the car, even to travel with, I have a little ice pack that goes on the side of that insulated bag. So that way my drops don't get too hot. So if you are carrying any products with you, I highly suggest, and I've got a lot of them doing it right now, that you even if you're carrying products for show and have some of those 3 packs with you, get a small insulated bag and carry your products keep them in a plastic cover, whatever, but I guarantee you definitely want to keep them because the 3 days ago inside my car was 108.
Wow.
108. That is not good. And all my products are in insulated bags.
No, that's fantastic. Thank you for sharing that, Cindy. I don't know so much about the GLP, but I can tell you this. I did find out because I ended up emailing the science team, and this is how crazy amazing our products are. It actually, in order for it to not be effective, it has to be at 170-degree temperature. But I wouldn't put that to the test. I would do exactly what Cindy said. Go get yourself an insulated bag because it's really important to make sure that we're keeping things cool and making sure that that they stay effective, right? Okay, I'm gonna call on somebody because I know she has a win. Mei Ling, do you want to unmute? I'm so excited to hear your win.
It's just a tiny little win.
No, no, no
I
small win,
remember
big win, all the win.
when Cindy shared, I think it was yesterday, about all the different three-star people who are coming on to three-star, etc. Like my little win is really small, but I know I'm not supposed to compare myself to other people. But
That's right.
this was really special because I have this childhood friend who I've known since we've known each other since kindergarten. We're very close. And she knows all about, what I'm doing. Well, sort of, in her own way, she knows what I'm doing. And she's very supportive of what I'm doing. The GLP-3, I'll make this quick. The GLP-3 is something that she knows she could really use. But she said to me, like unequivocally, she said, she's a caregiver for her longtime partner. She said, I can't do it right now. I'm not ready. My food, and she just said, my food is my comfort. This is part of my comfort for me. I'm not ready to do that right now. And I thought it'd be a year at least and she said, I'll probably do it someday. Well, she called me one day and just said, give me a call real quick. And then she said, well, I was looking in my closet and I see all these clothes cute clothes I can't wear. And she said, I just wanted to tell you I'm ready. So it was so cool. She says, I'm ready to get started. So I got her enrolled and she got the essentials pack and she's really excited about it. Like she's looking forward to it. So I'm very happy for her. Yeah, very happy for her.
I am so excited to hear that. When I read your text last night, I was like, this is so great. And can I tell you, no, it's all wins, right? Small, large, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Even us coming out of our shell and going into being uncomfortable is a win.
Yeah. Yeah.
So never, ever, ever minimize that. Okay. All right.
The work we do ahead of time. And just one last thing is when Adrian and everyone were talking yesterday, it keeps going. I keep going back to, okay, this is all about relationship. It is so much about relationship. It's everything. So anyway, thank you, Lovi. Look forward to your talk.
It really is. Thank you so much, Mei-Ling, for sharing. All right, let me go ahead and get started. And then I think we'll have enough time afterwards for anybody else that would like to share. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Okay. Let's see how this works, because every time I put my earbuds on, for some reason my PowerPoint gets kind of all like messed up. So hopefully this works okay. So I need everybody to tell me if it works. Oh wait, can everybody hear me?
Yes,
okay, good.
I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Can you see my slide?
It says has started screen sharing. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's doing its thing.
I think yeah.
Maybe it's just slow. Hopefully not too slow. If not, I will take my AirPods on. Off.
Oh, that's weird. So I don't see anything yet.
No, not yet. Okay.
It says Lovi Hayden has started screen sharing, but that's all it's saying. It doesn't show a slide deck.
Okay. I don't know why it always messes me up. Hang on.
Oh, it's okay. What platform do you have the slideshow? Is it PowerPoint or Keynote?
Yeah, it's PowerPoint.
Okay. So
okay,
then
I'm gonna do this.
Stop sharing and reshare again, and then put share to desktop, like your full desktop.
Okay. All right, let me do this. I took it off my AirPods this time. Let's see what happens. I don't know why I always have that crazy challenge every time I have my AirPods on. Okay.
Welcome to technology. Half the time I'm like, what's happening?
Okay.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, so that's so weird. I don't know why it does that. Anyway, okay. Now we're on a roll now. Okay. All right. So my very first training, okay? Some of you might remember we talked about the oak tree. Okay, we talked about the growth, the roots, its strength. So today what I want to talk about is what it actually feels like, and maybe this is just for me, but when you're in a hidden season. Okay, so before we dive in, I really want to share a little bit about this photo. This is a very there's so much emotions and so much memories of this photo. So this was my first ship, USS Hewitt. So USS Hewitt is a destroyer. This was actually taken while we were anchored in Thailand. So it's a beautiful time. I mean, it was such a beautiful sunset. So it was just so amazing. But this was my very first assignment in the Navy. And I remember stepping on board, feeling so excited, but at the same time, feeling super unsure. Can everybody relate to that? Anybody? Yeah. And what I didn't realize at that time was that this season was like the long days, the quiet moments, oh my gosh, many, many challenges. It was all shaping me, not in ways that I could always see, but in ways that would actually matter later on. And that's what I want to talk about today. So I basically gave it a title, Growing in the Hidden Season. Okay. And so I love this because some of us are in that season right now. It may feel quiet, it may feel slow, it may feel like nothing is happening. But what if this is where everything is actually happening, right? What if? You never know, right? So, okay, hold on, Mike. Is it going to the next slide?
Yeah, it says, yep, there you go.
Okay, good. Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm having some technical difficulties this morning.
You're doing
All right.
great.
So that season on that ship, it stretched me in ways that I was not even ready for. Can everybody relate to that? Not even ready for. And if I'm being honest, back then on that ship, I remember questioning myself many, many, many times. Am I really ready for this? Can I actually do this? Can I lead people? And what's crazy is even now, I had that same feeling coming up again. I had this conversation with, I don't know, Adrian, like a couple weeks ago, just being open and honest with her. So before I prepared this training, can I be honest with you guys? I almost didn't do it. And I'm feeling a little bit emotional doing this. So when I was doing this training, I was like, this is perfect because I need to share what I have been going through. So I felt that doubt creeping in again. And maybe some of you are feeling that too. You're showing up, but inside you're questioning yourself. But here's what I've learned. I've learned that feeling unsure doesn't mean that you're failing. It means that you're growing. And it doesn't feel good to be stretched. Can I be honest with you guys? But it means that you're being stretched into the person that you are becoming. So guess what? You don't have to have it all together. You don't have to start something to be great. You just have to start, right? So let me ask you and be honest with me, okay? How are you feeling right now in your journey? So this is an interactive thing, right? Type one word in the chat. One word, how you're feeling right now in your journey. And some others may feel really great, right? But others, we might be stuck. And I can't see the chats. Hold on.
So there's a few people chatting right now, and it's, oops, hold on. There we go. 11 new. Okay. Discouraged. Somebody said discouraged. Somebody else said comfort zones are where dreams. Oh, somebody said stretched, encouraged, great, but reaching for more. Discouraged, excited, excited. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's some people. Kellyanne, discouraging. Girl, you just invited 85 people. You got this, baby. Uh,
We,
Somebody
no,
said,
that's great.
let
Those
the
are great. Thank
host
you. Thank you, Adrian, for reading that. But you know
go.
what? Whether you're feeling discouraged or even minimizing, don't minimize your wins. Even if, like you said, Adrian, inviting 85 people, Kelly, oh my gosh, that's a win. But what I want you all to know is that you're not alone in that. Some of us are in a season where things are moving so fast, Cindy Maddox. And some of us are in a quieter season right now. But you know what? Both matter because every part of that journey is shaping you. It's shaping me. Whatever it is that you're feeling right now, it's valid. And that's honestly, that's part of your growth, right? That's how we grow. And then that's when I realized something. So back then on that ship, confidence did not come first. Showing up did. Leadership didn't require me to feel ready. It required me to show up anyway. There were days I didn't feel confident, days I did not feel prepared, but I showed up. And every time I showed up, I grew a little more. I believed a little more. And it's the same thing for you. You don't have to be perfect to share your story. You don't have to have it all figured out to start a conversation. You don't even have to feel ready. to believe, right? Sometimes, like, I know George and Adrian have mentioned this before. Sometimes you have to borrow, right, somebody else's testimony or somebody else's belief in the meantime. But belief isn't built before action. Belief is built through your actions. And the more you show up, the more confident, the more clear, the more passionate you become. So let me ask you, what is one way that you can show up this week? Even if you don't feel ready yet, drop it in the chat for those who are able, because I know some of us are driving. Okay, I probably need your help, Adrian, because I can't see the chat.
Okay, right now, invite 85 more is what Kelly said. That's what she wants to do. Contact people, reach out to local business owners, be a team builder. Um, that's what it is so far. So far. Yeah.
Okay, right? So those are different ways of how we can show up this week. Connecting with people, even when you're scared, or picking up that, what we say, a 500-pound phone. I've had those, but in order for us to continue showing up, we just got to do it. Just got to jump in there. It'll be okay. I promise you. It will be okay. All right. So the oak tree, I don't know. Some people might remember this. I actually took this photo from my last slide. But the oak tree doesn't go strong. It doesn't grow strong overnight. I actually had to Google this last night. It doesn't grow strong overnight. It actually takes years and decades and decades. Not that I'm saying you all will take decades to grow overnight, okay? But before it ever stands tall, the roots of it actually goes really deep underground. But those roots in the very beginning, they're unseen, they're unnoticed. So this is growth you can't see. And the hardest part is staying committed, especially when there's no clear evidence yet. Yet. Always put that word after everything that you're doing. Yet. No one really sees the roots growing, but that's the part that makes the tree unshakable. Some of my seasons in the military were like that, believe it or not. Not because nothing was happening, but because everything important was happening internally. So there's my that's where my discipline was built. That's where my mindset was shaped. And that's where some of us are in right now. And it's okay. We're in the unseen work. We're in the quiet growth. We're in the stretching and pulling. And I know, again, it doesn't feel great and it doesn't feel exciting. It doesn't feel fast. It doesn't always feel like progress. But guess what? It is. And that is a season when your belief is actually being built, where your discipline is being formed and your identity is being shaped. So get excited about that. Okay, so the question is, are you going to keep going? Are you going to keep going? Are you going to keep going even when you don't see it yet? Even when you don't see the victory yet? So let me ask you all something. Think about your life just for a moment. Where have you grown the most? Where have you grown the most? Was it when everything felt easy? Or was it when the seasons really, really stretched you? Some of you already know the answer. Okay, I just want that to sink in. So what if you didn't quit in the season? Because right now you might feel like you're in the middle of the bridge. This is actually a suspension bridge here in San Diego. So maybe you're in the middle of that bridge, not where you started, but not where you also want to be yet either. What if you kept showing up, even when it feels so slow? What if you kept believing, even when you don't see the results yet? And a year from now, who could you become? What would your life look like? What would your confidence look like? What would your growth look like? even your impact, right? Because we all make an impact in other people's lives. Because the truth is, the only thing standing where you are right now and where you want to be is whether you're going to keep on going or not. It's not about perfection. It's not about talent. It's all about consistency. Here's what I'd like for you all to do for those that are able to. Type just one word in the chat. What do you want more of? What do you want more of? So imagine walking away from all of that, whatever it is, whether you put it in the chat or you're thinking about it and don't want to put it in the chat, that's okay. But just imagine walking away from that. Not because you couldn't do it, but because you stopped. Don't stop in the middle of that race. Because guess what, you guys, the victory is in the end. We just got to keep going. Right? So this right here, this is just a moment. But the journey to becoming this version of me, it didn't happen overnight. There were moments I doubted myself, moments I questioned if I could really, really do it. But I just kept showing up. And it makes me emotional thinking about that, honestly, because it's been a long haul, not just for me, I'm sure for a lot of others. But belief is something what I've learned is like belief is something that you wait for. It's something you don't wait for. It's something that you build. You build it every time you show up, every time you keep going, and every time you choose not to quit on yourself. So don't quit on yourself. Remember, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to feel confident every single day, but you do have to decide something that you're going to believe even when it's hard, even when it's slow, even when you don't see it yet. Because the people who grow are the ones who is going to keep on showing up. Those who keep believing and who don't quit on themselves. So let's all do ourselves a favor. Let's not quit on ourselves. Okay, so I'll leave you with this. You don't grow when it's easy. You grow when you decide not to quit. Okay, type in the chat, I will not quit on myself. I am not going to quit on myself. We have to keep going. And you know what? You know what I love most about this community? I'm going to stop share. You know what I love most about this community is that we are all in it together. I love that we can just pick up the phone, talk to one another. I love that we're able to continue just empowering each other, holding each other accountable, and really cheering each other on. We're each other's cheerleader. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. Anyway, that is my training for today. I honestly, you guys, it took me a while to put that training together, only because, not because I can't do it or don't know how to do a PowerPoint. It's just because I really was checking myself and I was really, really checking my heart. So thank you all for letting me share this morning. Adrienne, I'm turning it over back to you.
I need to unmute myself. That was a beautiful training, Lovi. You're such a wonderful trainer. I love listening to you. I know a lot of us do. You're getting a lot of accolades right there in the
Oh,
team
thank
chat right
you.
now. Thank you. Love this. Love this. I think it's important that you shared that you also have your moments, Lovi. You know, I think it's important that we all understand that we're all human beings here, working on this collective goal. And yes, we have our individual goals. I love that you had everyone share their individual goals of what they really want. People were putting in their freedom, time freedom, more money, financial freedom. People were putting in their stronger team builders, you know, things like that. Yeah, I mean, it's just I think that the biggest thing that we could leave with today is the don't quit part, because we're never done. I mean, that's just it. Like you'll retire when you expire. You know what I mean? You really will. I mean, at that point, you don't. The biggest goal is to not have regrets. At the end of the day, we're all going to end up somewhere, right? On a, you know, we all come into this world, we leave this world. Hopefully, we came with a full heart, with feeling that we did our best and that we don't have very many regrets. And I think sometimes it's hard because we put like an undue pressure on ourselves. We think we have time, but we don't have time, right? And I was saying to my friend this morning, we're out on a jog, and you know, he's like, "Oh, I've got this big day. I've got all these things I've got to do, da da da." And I'm like, "This is the best day of your life." He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "This is the only day of your life right now. You don't know. None of us are promised tomorrow, right?" So that's one thing I think we need to be reminded of, and that's what your PowerPoint reminded me of, is that we really don't know. We're going to walk into places, we're going to walk into situations, phone calls, conversations that we don't know the outcome. It's
Yeah.
okay. You're not supposed to. What you're going to take with you is your belief, your commitment to your goals, yourself, your vision, your purpose, and you're going to come just full at it, all heart. You don't have to be super talented. Just live in that present heart space when you're out there connecting today with people. And that's what you shared today, Lovey. That's what stood out to me. Um, yeah, that's what I wanted to share. So, does
No,
anyone
thank
else have
you.
anything they'd like to share with Lovey before we head out?
Good morning. This is Cindy again.
Hi,
Well,
Cindy.
Lovey, you were awesome. I took notes and notes, and for any of you guys that don't know, I probably have over 1,000 oak trees on our ranch. Thousands of oak trees. They're the most beautiful things that you can. I have my one that I have to go and sit under sometimes and just
Oh,
think, and then we have the one up on up by the cross with at Camp Maddox, and I think about, when you talk about, I've lived on this ranch for almost 50 years, and to be able to see such beauty in the fact that sometimes we overlook the small things. And even with the successes, I'm so glad that we have so many people right now that are even having small successes. And when you think about that, when you were sharing, she was sharing her, Mei Ling was sharing her small success, you guys.
mhm.
Everything you do in this business, in this industry, when you're moving that 1 foot forward, is making you get closer and closer to the successes that you have dreamed of. Maybe it's, for some people, it's walking across the stage, it's being noticed for what they've done. And for a lot of us that have been in that journey for a long time, I've just never seen anything happen as fast as it's been happening in what we've got right now. But I'm so grateful. And I think that's the word that is everywhere right now in my house. Is I am so grateful for the fact that we have knowledge and wisdom about products that are life changing, because like Adrian said, nobody knows about tomorrow. No, there are no guarantees in life. There are none. And my husband was best man at 2 weddings on the same day. And one of the gentlemen that we graduated high school with had a heart attack and passed away within 2 days. And he's the same age as us. And like we were talking about going and doing something, and then all of a sudden they're gone. So we have such an opportunity to go out and give the gift out every single day. And that's the way that I look at my business. That's the way that I look at my life, the kids that we have impacts on, the people that we have impacts on. Never think small, you guys, because so much of what you guys are doing is so big that, you will realize it someday. Like I look, and I've been in the industry for a long time, and I think, you guys, you've arrived. And now it's just like getting some of these new people to see that, to be able to feel that. And like I said, Adrian said it the other day, could care less if I never walk across another stage in my lifetime. But if I have 100 of my people that do, amen. That's a big whoopee for me. So you did a fabulous job, and I'm thrilled that, we all get to be a part of this community, and we all work together, and we're all here to support each other anytime that we need each other's help. Just know that.
Yes, thank you so much, Cindy. That's so amazing. It's so like it's almost like it comes to life, right? When you talked about the oak tree in at your house. I'll have to stop by there. I think I'm like what, 7 hours away from you. But I love that. And thank you so much. Yes, those wins, you guys don't minimize them. Really don't minimize them. I was at one point doing that myself, and every single win, small or large, they're all a win. They're all a win. Yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you so much, Adrian, for just allowing me to share this morning. Thank you for just allowing me to share what's in my heart. It's been like that for a while. I don't know if y'all seen my posts, but it's literally always about resetting and refocus.
I love
and then
it.
start all over again, reset, refocus.
Perfect. Well, beautiful. I hope everyone has a beautiful day today. I hope we keep inviting. That would be the goal there today. Keep inviting for people to take a look. We do have a live opportunity Zoom tonight that's going to be run by Nicole Barone and her team, 3OPP, THREEOPP.com. That's 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. Invite as many people as you can on to take a look. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Okay. Bye, everybody. Have a great
Bye,
day. Go build
everybody.
it
Thank
big.
you.
Bye.